let's talk about finishing touches. When you've completed it, you might have some areas that need darkening. And this is a water-soluble crayon. I'm going to go in and darken that one. And then I'm going to go in and darken that one. So it will just add that little bit of extra contrast that you might need, because the splatters only go so far, right? So even just that helps bring the flower out. I also went over the stems and made them greener. I decided that the leaf had to be a little different, so I have it coming up and over, and just not too worried about the leaf. And then I've got a leaf coming in from some other space over there. Not sure if that works, but I think it's okay, especially if I add another one coming in over here. So if it looks like a mistake, then you just add some more and that might help it. So we've got sort of leaves coming in. Maybe just on 3 sides will be okay. So again, just that little extra here, that little extra, sometimes they break, little extra darkness. Okay, and then I emphasized this edge a little bit more and this edge a little bit more. Where I needed it lighter, I used plain water. I went in and then I squeezed the brush out, and then I pulled up so that I have a lighter edge against the dark. I'll do it on this side now. So I just want it, I want those sepals back there to be behind the petals. Remember, the orchid just has 2 petals. So this is just sort of the refining stage to really fix it up nicely. And see, I can lighten, because the paper is slick. This will not work on regular watercolor paper, but on slick paper it works very nicely. And look how I've just got this beautiful light petal here. And those little touches just, you know, help a lot. Let's see if there's another one. Okay, this one, little bit lost in here, so I need again a dark color, probably in the purple family. So I'm going to go in, emphasizing the parts that I need to emphasize. And I could make the decision to create a different color here. Maybe the sepals should be a deeper pink. Maybe that would help the petals show up a little better. So even that little bit helps. And then I'll just get one over here on our nondescript flower that didn't open yet. So even that little bit. All right, now we need a little more emphasis on this edge. Maybe some dots. If I want to make that come in front, I'm going to put plain water. I'm going to squeeze out my brush, or I can just dab it. And then again with the brush, with just water. If you're using an aqua brush, you do this. And you can pull it back up again. I need this to come. I think I'll make this just slightly darker. That will work. That will help. Get something dark here. These little touches. Okay, let's see. On this one, I put a lot of water, and you can see where I lifted it up. This one, looks like it's a lost cause, but it doesn't have to be, because I can re-wet this petal and this petal. Notice I moved the color over. And sometimes orchids do have that kind of brownish, so it's okay. And I'm just going to, again, lighten these petals. And then the orchid shows up a little bit better. And now I'll darken the sepals. And then there's one green one on top, but I think it can have some purple stripes. And then, yeah, it's got all these parts in the anatomy. I'll add some purple dots. If it doesn't look right, you can wet them to activate the water-soluble crayon. And you have watercolor again, so if you don't like your dots. Okay, happy painting. If you can stop. This one needs that treatment now. Okay. Lighten here. Blot it up. Look how light it can go. Isn't that lovely? Over here it can go light. Put some darker pink down here. Get some darker pink here. Sepals need to come out from behind. And then I'll have this start out as purple and turn green, because again, we're in the tropics, aren't we? And we see everything. A little extra contrast. You can stop whenever you want to, but I think we've got it. Okay, happy painting. You know, some come out better than others.